The Dabbleverse.
Somebody with the username Keanu C Thompson is in the call.
No shot.
That can't be.
It cannot be the real Keanu, can it?
It's me.
What the?
Oh my God.
Prove it. Do you have a camera that you can turn on and prove that you're a lady?
I don't know how this works.
Okay, it's
all right. I was put in a Discord. Right. Well, you want me to? Well, is it going to put me on screen if I turn it on?
Yes.
Just press the camera button.
I don't know.
That's for us, not for the show.
Just no. Only I will see you, and then nobody else. It's just for me.
Do you think it's not me?
No,
hello, chap.
Yes, it's very clearly you. Only one person sounds like this.
Was she British there for a second?
Yeah. Listen,
no.
all girls are British for a second when they're trying to be funny. Ladies and gentlemen.
Jesse, you called into my show speaking in a fake British accent.
Shut up.
So I thought that you would realize. Yeah.
Shush. Now, do not, by the way, thank you for joining the program. Do not destroy me. Okay?
No, I just wanted to. All I wanted was the impression of Rekieta and his like little boy angry voice. I think you have a bit wrong, and I was going to do it for you.
Please, I would love it.
It's this. It like revs up. It's we were in a very sexual and very romantic relationship for a very long time.
It's like starting one of those little baby motorcycles at a guy, right? Yeah, I hear it. You got to rev it a little bit. You're right.
You got to rev it a little bit. I wanted to help you out with that.
What's the beginning of the line? We were in a very sexual.
So we were in a sexual.
We were in a sexual.
And a very romantic relationship for a very long time.
And very romantic relationship for a very long time.
Very good. Very good.
Wow, that was nice. Yeah.
Yes, you got to rev it up a little bit.
Kiki teaches.
I like that. I'm not going to ever refer to you as Kiki, by the way. That feels like saying Lady Rackets to me. You're Keanu. Chris can call you Kiki. Anybody else? Do you even like being called? Is that something you started, or did other people choose that for you?
My good friends call me Kiki or Keeks, but I'm still not sure how much you like me. So you can call me Keanu for now.
Yeah, well, I would even if we were best friends, I would never ever call you Kiki, and that's a promise.
I get it. That's fine. Thank you for calling me my given name. Named after Keanu Reeves.
I don't like. Are you really named after the guy?
My parents are big Point Break fans, so yeah.
I believe that. Having met your mother, I do believe. By the way, is there still a chance with me and Mom, or because she was digging?
Still telling her that. No.
Your mom said I was cute, and I remind her of her high school buddies, and women,
that's right.
They're constantly thinking back to those high school years. Ooh, if I could do it all over again. She was trying to picture me taking her to prom.
Maybe. Well, you do have that look. She is 69 years old, so yeah.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
But also, and what was it on the show that you said you were making fun of Nick when I have the texts. I am the one that just fucking killed us. It just killed us. So shout out to you.
Yeah, I listened back to that, and you said at one point that he was like basically Dennis Reynolds from It's Always Sunny, and then I heard back I didn't have that thought, but then I heard back my impression of him going, I am the one with the text, it is me, and I'm like, that's what I'm doing there too. It's like,
I am the one, I have the text messages. It just fucking killed me. Gino will tell you, he was like, what are you laughing at? I was like, I rewound it back 1,000 times. It was the funniest thing I ever heard. And that's what he's like. But with me again, here you go. You got to rev it up. We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a very long time.
Okay, yeah, I'm starting to pick up. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody here in our Discord was doing Rekieta impression right before the show. And it
Cast Iron was
it Cast Iron? We got to get Cast Iron in here. You got to hear Cast Iron's impression. He doesn't do the amped up Nick. He does the more mundane, level Nick, which is a very rare Nick, by the way, at this point. It's an extremely rare form. But it was really good. He had like a very good take on Nick where I was like I'll be honest, I was a little jealous of his impression.
Yeah.
Now
I did a dramatic reading of the body cam footage on my program on Saturday where I did my best Nick impression, and what did he say? You still have no probable cause. like sort of like that. That's how I imagine it going.
What do you think with you must be excited for the body cam footage to be released, right?
I don't want to see it. Didn't those fucking notes? Well, I guess they wouldn't make you, but they made me sick to my stomach.
So I'll be honest, I haven't read them. I only heard a little bit of Josh Moon reading them. Here's my take on the whole thing. Nick got a dub. Okay, and it's unfortunate because you had just destroyed him. You just smashed him. And now, right after that, they pulled whatever legal maneuver in order to block this thing from coming out. And that pissed off Josh Moon. And Josh Moon's, he's an autist himself. He got a little baby brained over it. And he started panicking because he knew that publicly this was going to look like he got an L, and he did. And I think he did the wrong thing by having this document and reading it and putting it out there for everybody. I think we would have been way better off waiting for the footage, because now the sheen is off. The hype is not quite as hype. I will admit, this is my thought, by the way, when it first happened. I said this to my wife. I was like, I don't know, the bloom's off the fucking rose now. A little bit, just a little bit. Like, I'm excited to see the footage, obviously, but it's not the level of excitement that it was before. It's like getting a spoiler to, the big movie coming out,
Like watching the preview nowadays, right?
Yes.
But do you think that he did the right thing, like showing his like ridiculously filthy house, but not the other photos of the filthy house?
Oh, so we're just about to get into the pictures here, but I've been sent by an anonymous third-party source. I have been sent some screenshots of and a very small clip of apparently the actual body cam footage.
Oh boy.
Now, have you seen it? Because you don't still talk to Ape, right?
No, and I understand that, but I think she's, like Nick said, and she's just trying to get away from everything, and so of course I'm not gonna call her or try and talk to her, but that's my thing about the body cam footage. Obviously, I would have to watch it, but I don't exactly want to, but I would have to. So do you think there's a chance that it would really come out? I don't see that happening.
I thought it was coming out this week. I 100% thought so. And that's why Nick scored such a massive dub on that one. Is like, I think everybody.
But then why show pictures like being like, yeah, look, it's my house.
I have a lot of theory. Do you believe these photos are from the day of, all of them? Because I got theories on that.
No. Fuck no.
That's what everybody see. Everybody's saying that. Now I've seen what I believe to be the actual body cam footage, and I have to agree that there's some trickery going on, but we'll get into that.
But even the ones that he showed, why would you even show those?
It doesn't
and there
fix
was one
anything.
with a police officer in it. That must have been real. But the rest, I'm like, even so, those still looked like fucking shit. Why is your house? How is this a win for you? Your house is in such fucking disarray because your nanny quit. I'm not talking about April. Your other nanny quit because she had enough. And it's like, it's just even. And then he shows a photo of all the drugs or whatever. It's like, I understand you have children, but it's even creepier. You show a picture of your like living room with, yes, it's in complete disarray, and then you cut to a picture of all of your drugs.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? It doesn't make sense to me. Oh,
Well,
God.
The reason I asked if you still talk to Ape at all is I would have to assume she has access to the body cam footage, because I know
Absolutely
she's got it, right?
Yes.
So
but
she never
listen,
showed. She
we were
never showed it to you. She never showed it to you.
No, we were no,
Okay.
but we were never best friends in the entire world. We were friends, and she reached out to me because
Wait, was
of how
wasn't she
Nick
at
was
your?
fucking treating her. Yeah.
Wasn't she at your wedding?
No, she wasn't,
Oh.
because she was fucking Nick got her hooked on drugs, and then so she couldn't be a bridesmaid in my wedding.
But you had to
So,
know. You knew all this was going down back before it was all open and out there, and you saw the hot tub stream, and you're like, ugh, and all that kind
honestly,
of stuff, right?
Gino and I had no idea. We asked her, if you watch back the footage of like we asked both of them to be in our wedding. They read it on their show. This was when April and Aaron were still doing the show together. She's so kind of how shall I put it? Kind of out of sorts, and we had no fucking clue what was going on.
You mean
we had no
cracked out.
idea
She was
until it
cracked
all
out.
came out. Yeah.
Just fully cracked out.
Yes,
fucking
exactly. Right. So, and then it all came out, and like we were like, all right. But she wasn't going to answer me anyway. I would have still had her in the wedding. I don't care if you know, but if there was I don't even want to give you that information.
Yeah,
but,
and you saw Kayla's tits in that photo, right? That Aaron sent to Gino. You saw,
I sure did.
You saw
yes.
her. Was it just titties, or was it a full body pic? What was the deal with there?
It was a photo that she walked into Aaron's studio, like, ooh, and she posed for.
It was in his studio.
I mean, I'm not calling her ugly or anything. It was fine.
Hang on. It was in his studio?
It was in Aaron's studio, yeah.
And Aaron took the photo.
Yeah.
Another win for the show.
But that's why Nick is so mad. Yeah, that's why Nick is so angry about it.
Hang on a second. So Aaron owns the copyright to that photo.
Well,
and
you shouldn't send photos of people that are nude.
It was taken with permission. The photo was taken with permission. It's not a photo she sent to him.
Oh, absolutely. It was not a photo. Like Nick would like you to think that it was she was sleeping and he lifted up the blanket and took a photo of her or something. No, she was standing there posing for the photo.
What her fucking pussy look like, by the way?
Listen, it was a standing photo, so it wasn't like
so she was tucking it. She was tucking it in so you couldn't see.
It was all tucked. It was all tucked in, the whole everything. Yeah.
And then the tit. Now, and everybody's like, "Oh, she looks
That's
like she's
exactly
got
how I put it to the police officer.
a lot of these fucking sick freaks out there, like D Gulag and shit. They think like, oh, she's actually got a set of knockers on her, but do they swing low, sweet chariot with the top down, or?
I didn't think it was I thought it was a nice photo of a lady standing naked in Aaron's studio. That's all I thought.
She's got her stupid tattoo there that now Nick has tattooed on his cum gutters.
Oh, listen, I didn't fucking study it, but there were a lot of tattoos, and she's got the Nick tattoo underneath a tit. Yeah, right.
Did it feel more artistic, or was it a very sexual photo?
Imagine a woman walking nude into your studio off camera and putting her hand on her hip and standing there and posing for a photo, and so that's what it was.
Posed. I mean, she legitimately was basically asking for it.
Well, and absolutely, they were lovers, right? So she walks in like, "Ooh, I'm going to entice my lover by walking into his studio naked, completely fucking naked." He takes a picture. She smiles, poses, and that was that.
Citizen M on suicide watch right now. Now let me just ask you this, because this is what I always feel like gets lost in the miasma of all of this.
Okay.
Everybody calls, and I know people are going to accuse, like, you're friends with Aaron still, you work with him, you just hosted a show recently or whatnot. But let's leave that behind. Let's leave that behind for a second, because we both know Aaron is like a dolt, and he's like.
Well, I recognize Aaron's foibles. I think he does as well.
I would say Aaron's stupider than you. You were like really upset that I said you were dumb, but Aaron's way.
I know. I get what you're saying. I understand.
Aaron's
it's fine.
way,
I'm not
way,
dumb,
way stupider than you are by a million miles. I'm not even joking about that. Aaron's like a real retard. But what I'm trying to say here is, let's pretend like you hate it, because there was a minute there where you didn't like Aaron, and then you were going to testify against him and stuff or something.
No. I would never do something. I only just tell the truth. Testify against him. When the cop called us about the photo, we told the truth. Okay. And what we said was, like, if they need us to fly to Minnesota and tell the exact same thing that we told the officer, we will, but that would be fucking stupid.
Right.
Why would,
I agreed with you guys with that. Everybody was against you guys. I agreed with you guys with that. That was done. And by the way, never, ever go, if a court ever asks you to do anything in a place that is not where you live, don't go. Summary judgment. No, well,
Rekieta's mad because they requested a subpoena for us. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, he still sits on the show with Patrick Melton, who did far worse with my nude photos to me.
The only subpoena is his sub-penis in the relationship that he's in. So, all right, again, this is not a team. Let's forget Team Aaron entirely here, all right? And even though I am Team Aaron because I'm afraid of getting raped.
Come on.
I don't want to. Well, Nick says Aaron raped him.
He did tweet that.
This I don't. You mean Nick like figuratively?
No, Nick said in Patrick Melton's YouTube chat, he said that things between him and Aaron got less than consensual. That's a quote. Less than consensual. That Aaron was.
Oh my God, he's just
butt fucking and raping him.
Things got less than consensual with me in the toe.
Well, I think he was trying. I think he said it that way because he's a lawyer. He's trying to avoid any sort of problems with the libel.
The fuck? And that I don't know anything about.
He got butt fucked by toe. So, and it was only somewhat consensual. I guess partially consensual, according to him. But I don't know where I guess he was drunk. I don't know what that means either. Listen, the question I have is this. This is what gets lost in everything. Aaron was fucking Kayla.
Right.
Nick was fucking Ape. Presumably both of them were still, these were their wives. Presumably both of them were still occasionally fucking their own wife. But it seemed like at a certain point, and I'm sure you have more knowledge on this, at a certain point, a full-on almost switch happened where it was basically a wife swap. It was basically Nick and Ape, Kayla and Aaron scenario, right?
Right. Then Aaron leaves because he's like, this is too fucking much for me.
Right.
And then Nick tries to, I guess, keep his wife just hanging out and keep April, and kept telling April that he was going to leave his wife for April.
For April, right. Which is funny. But okay, all right. So everybody says that Aaron is a cuck, but then how would he be any more of a cuck than Nick in this scenario if it was a full-on wife swap? Now, I think they're both cucks, just to be clear. I'm not saying they're not cucks. I'm saying they're both equal in cuckitude, equal in buck broken, and okay. So, and Aaron, I remember, said that Kayla was basically his soulmate during all of this.
No, it is so stupid. But I think she was even talking to Aaron when Nick doesn't like to have anybody. He doesn't like to know when anybody talks to each other without his permission, right?
Of course, yeah.
So even Kayla talking to Aaron, we got to get the fuck out of here. Not get the fuck out of here, but things aren't good over here. Like I keep telling everybody we gotta stop doing blow, and they just won't stop.
So, okay.
And then, yeah.
Let me ask you this though: when they switched, when they did a full wife swap,
Well,
okay,
how can they? They can't really do that. It's not like they all were at the same house, but then Aaron left.
You're saying Kayla was over at the Imholt residence, posing, so she was there.
That was when things were good, I think.
Right,
Yeah.
but I would assume she was there and Ape was at the other place. What I'm saying is,
that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so with that in mind, at the point where they've basically swapped, Nick and Ape are more just coke fiends, and that's their connection. And
Correct.
Kayla was falling in love with Aaron, which is crazy, by the way. But what isn't that true?
And I don't know the woman, but yeah, she was there, and she walked in nude.
Did Ape ever say to you, like, oh, I'm sad because my husband's now falling in love with this other woman. She's falling in love with him. It's causing problems or any of that kind of stuff?
No, not at all.
Yeah, because she didn't give a fuck because she just wanted that coke and she wanted Nick at that
she
point.
did. Yeah, no, she never said anything like that. So, but she
wait,
just said that.
Real quick, Keanu.
Yeah,
sorry, John O in chat says enough video time. Now, I happen to have been about to wrap this up so we can get back to the video, but I will now be extending this segment longer.
I did not mean to hijack your program.
Ramble. I need you to ramble. I need you to fill the time.
I have nothing else to say. I just called to teach you the impression. That's all I called for. And you got a lot more out of me than I probably should. No, fuck it. I can say whatever I want. But
can I meet up with your mom? Where's your mom live?
She's in South Carolina.
South Carolina?
And no. And fuck no, you cannot.
Why?
You want to meet up with my mom?
She's a grown woman. She gets to make her own choices. Let me get her number.
That's all right. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to give you her phone number. You can call into our show if you'd like to.
DM it to me, and then
I'm not DMing you Michaeline's number, weirdo.
Why?
Oh my god!
Hit the like button.
And I won't back down, except the double doom. And I won't back down. You can send me up to the days of town, but I won't back down, except the double boom. Yeah, yeah, yeah.